Hi guys, it is Alisa here, or the Diamond Stitcher as I go by on YouTube and Instagram. Hello, good morning or good afternoon. Whatever time of day it is for you, I hope you're having a wonderful one. If you're new to my channel, first off, welcome. I'm happy you found me and I hope you would consider subscribing and stick around for all things diamond painting. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. Now, it is Saturday that this video is going up, but Jade releases her paintings on Thursdays. I was just not able to get a video up by the time the images were posted, so I have scheduled it for Saturday instead. So that's why it says February 6th there. All of the paintings that I'm going to be talking about are already available for purchase, so I will link the website down below, but it is just jadedgemshop.com. Very easy, and you can go check them out. Let's see what Jade has for us this week. Here we are on the Jaded Gem Shop website. Now, if I do the new arrival section, it should have all of our paintings here. Just trying to remember. Yeah, we left off last week with Dragon Riders. So let's just start at the top here and go through. Now, wasn't this... Oh, did she hand chart this one? Oh my God, she hand charted this one. This one must have been popular. I remember reviewing this. Was it computer charted, the one I reviewed, or is this accidentally coming up again? I have a feeling she hand charted it. I don't remember the last one being hand charted. Dragon Cafe, pixel charted, which means hand charted by Toshiya-san. It's in a 65 by 90 centimeter, 4 squares, 61 colors, 4 glimmer, 2 crystals, 1 metallic diamond. Wow. And if you want it in rounds, it'll be 73 by 100 centimeters, same amount of colors and special diamonds. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Sorry, the bottom or the top keeps coming down. Let's take a look at this from the top to the bottom. This one looks beautiful hand charted. I'm really happy Jade hand charted this one. I am somebody, you know me, if you've been around, you know me. I like hand charting. I think a lot of images look better hand charted, or at least with some hand charting in it. It also allows you to get the image to be a little bit smaller and come out really nice. Obviously, that depends on the amount of details, but usually you can get away with a smaller diamond painting if you hand chart it too. But this one does have a lot of smaller details, so that's why it is still at a 65 by 90 size. So I think the size chosen is perfect for this image. I think it looks really well done. Now, if we look at this, it'll show us, now it's going to blow up though. Let's go back. If I just scroll down here, we can see all of the red is the special diamond. So it looks like she has a lot of special diamonds in the snow. And then we've got some in the windows. We've got some in the bow and the lights inside of the windows. Little bit on her coat, some outlining her hair, some in the dragon as well. Both of the dragons actually have a little bit. Now I'm curious where she put that metallic. Where would she put it? Maybe in the Dragon's Cafe. I wonder if Dragon's Cafe is metallic. That's going to be my guess for this one. Glimmer, I hope she has, well, I'm assuming, yeah, she should have some in the snow. We've got beautiful snowflake down here. Look how nicely that one turned out. Beautiful. Probably in the windows is going to be glimmer dust as well as over here. Crystals, I wonder if she put crystals in the red bow as one of the places. And then where would the other maybe crystals in the snowflake. So all of these little snowflakes she has charted. I wonder if there would be a crystal in there. Those are my guesses. I could be wrong, but that's what I am going to go with. I'm really excited to see this one hand charted. I think it's a great image for hand charting. We have another hand charted one here called Usagi City by, oh boy, Trigados. I may be pronouncing that wrong. I'm really sorry if I am. Definitely a hand charted image. Or I should say definitely an image that suits hand charting. This one is really cute. I love that cat down here. So this one has a lot of color blocking in it. That means big areas of the same color. So all of that pink background, but you also have the blues in here. It's all color blocky. So lots of color blocking. Not, I would say no confetti in this one. So if you are a confetti lover, then just keep that in mind. But hand charting typically has more color blocking areas. And wow, look at the, I didn't say the size. So in square, it's going to be 69 by 40. Wow, that's not bad. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger based on how tall she looked. That's cool. 25 colors, so it's not gonna take a long time to kit up. 5 glimmer and 3 luminescent. So luminescent is her glow in the dark. Then if you want it in round, it's a bit bigger at 45 by 77, same amount of specials. So 5 glimmer and 3 luminescent. Look at the rendering here of the red. That's where all of those special diamonds are. Glow in the dark. Well, I wonder if she's put glow in the dark in the windows, like where you see all of the yellow lights coming through. Maybe the moon, maybe the stars has some glow in the dark too. I did say a couple. Yeah, 3 glow in the dark. And then 5 glimmer. Well, the glimmer's probably sprinkled everywhere else. I wonder if the other glow would be the neon appearing signs in the background. Just my guesses. And then some glimmer sprinkled in her skirt, her shirt, her umbrella, some other areas of the background as well. Oh, the kitty's eyes are also fully specialed out, as well as the little half moon, crescent moon on his forehead. That's a really cute image, and it does suit hand charting for sure. Next up, we have Necromancer's Room, pixel charted by Flossy Fox Shops. These are cross-stitch patterns turned into little diamond paintings. It's a small kit, 18 by 34 in square or 20 by 38 in round, 18 colors with 6 glimmer dust. So again, as you can see, all of the red is going to be glimmer dust. So this one is blinged up to the 9s. I like the image. I think it's nice. I think it's a nice kind of snack size kit. I guess it's not really considered snack size. Well, yeah. What is snack size? 30 by 40. Isn't that what snack size used to be called? I don't even know. Now I consider the mini painting snack size. But yeah, this one is cool. Lots of different elements in this one. It'd be a fun one to work on in between big kits. And then we have Brekkie, which is pixel charted, and this is by Gummy Charm. It's going to measure 29 by 29 in square, 31 by 31 in round, 21 colors with 4 glimmer dust. We've got a piece of toast with egg and some bacon on the side. There we have where all of our special diamonds are charted. Very simple image, nice snack size image that you can work on in between bigger confetti heavy Jaded Gem Shop kits. Lots of color blocking in this one as well. I would say there's 0 confetti in this one. Now we get into the hybrid rendered kits. So the hybrid rendered kits have a base of computer charting, and then Jade goes in and touches it up once you purchase. So the rendering that we're going to look at is not the final render. Once you purchase your size and your drill shape, then she goes in and touches it up. So just keep that in mind. I always say that, you know, the rendering is going to be a little bit better once you make your purchase. Why does she do it this way? Because there's just too many sizes and drill shapes to render everything and have it all on the website. So that's why. Or I shouldn't say render, but to touch it up and then post that final rendering. So she just does it on an order to order basis. This one is called Serpent Lake by Peregrine Jasmine. Beautiful image. Look at those flowers at the top. Beautiful image through the window there, and the dragon or the sea monster, serpent I should say, in the sea. I really like this image. I actually think that this one even would look good with some hand charting in it because there's not tons of detail in it. But yeah, this one is beautiful. So this biggest size is what we're looking at, 80 by 105. She recommends 60 by 80. So there you go. So she will go in and touch up some of the colors and just color correct some of the areas, though I don't think this one really needs that much to be touched up, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really know what else she would really touch up. Maybe she'd make the serpent a little bit more clear, a little bit more color correction in there, but aside from that, I'm not sure what she would do. She also has smaller sizes listed. I honestly would not go with the 60 by 45. Yeah, I would stick with the 60 by 80 myself if I was to get this one. We've got the square and the round one. So the round one is a little bit more pixelated when we go with that size. I might even opt for the 95 by 70 if I was going to get a round of this image. But that also depends on how she's going to touch it up. If she touches up the serpent and it will look more clear at this size, then yeah, I might elect to go with that. But I kind of like the look of the 70 by 95 for the round. And then remember, for these hybrid rendered kits, you add in your special diamonds that you want. So she has AB, Glimmer, Glow in the Dark, which is luminescent, crystals, and metallic that you can add on. Then there's some other add-on things as well. Here's something to point out for squares. You have to add grid lines if you want grid lines. I prefer without grid lines, to be honest, because you can see grid lines through the diamonds. Even if the spacing is pretty tight like Jade's is, you can still see grid lines. So I prefer to have it without grid lines, and that's why she has it as an add-on, because most people prefer it without. So just make a note of that. And she also does have this, a rush hand render fee, $130 US. So if you did want this one hand charted, you would have to pay that extra. Keep that in mind. It is a little bit expensive. Wow, next one has a lot of detail. Aquarium Terrarium. Oh my god, I love it. By Karan Villager. We're looking at the 80 by 100 rendering here. So much detail in this one. I almost would say go for the big one for this one to really get all of that detail. Let me just play with it a little bit. I guess the 70 by 90 isn't much different. Yeah, it's not much different, so you could probably go with a little bit smaller one. If I was to purchase this image, I'd want to see lots of little touch-ups just to make some areas a little bit more clear, less muddled. It's only looking muddled because this computer charted and has a lot of extra colors in it. When you stand back from the painting though, it's going to come together nicely. The colors do end up blending nicely. But yeah, I would probably, if I wanted this one, just because it's so detailed, I'd like to see some touch-ups in the greenery, for example, in these little terrariums, in the central terrarium here. Maybe some better blending in the purple base here, the floor. That is just my opinion though. I definitely would not go smaller. I don't think I would go smaller. I would definitely go with her recommended size, maybe even a little bigger if possible. Special diamonds for this one. I think you'd get away with AB and Glimmer in this one. Would some glow in the dark be nice? I don't really know where you'd put it, so I would just say Glimmer and AB if I was to choose this one. If we look down here, I think that's the original artwork, right? So here's two renderings as well. It looks like I think the smallest one is on the left. And which one are we on right now? We're on the biggest one. So 70 by 90 is over here. See, when you stand back and look at the image from a distance, that's what this kind of simulates. It does come together a little bit more clear, doesn't it? So they do tend to look good from a distance versus hand charted tends to look good from closer up. Well, actually, it doesn't look better closer up. It just, you can see it better closer up. It looks good from a distance as well. And the hybrid render definitely from a distance pulls it all together nicely. Then we have My Angel by Art of Seda. This one is nice. This one, I really like the hybrid charting for this image. I think it suits it really nicely. The one we're looking at is the 80 by 90 rendering. Then we've got 70 by 80. She recommends 60 by 70. I think that looks good. Definitely, if she's going to go and touch up, I would hope she touches up some of the skin tone just around his neck and the cheeks to make it not so kind of in your face out there. That being said, what does the original artwork? I think this is the original. No, that's a rendering. Let's see. Where's that original? See, that's the thing with the hybrid charted. I can't pick out, well, now I can pick out the original that I've seen it, but it's really hard because these renderings look really good when you are looking from a distance. It mimics that original artwork really nicely. So yeah, if you do look at the original artwork, her cheeks and his skin does have those red splotches on it. So I can see why the rendering has that. But just as diamond painter, I think I would like it to be less noticeable, like a lighter shade of pink, and I think touched up a little bit so the splotches go away. Just to let the skin tone come together a little bit more nicely, I think would be a good idea. Honestly, for size, I definitely would not choose a 60 by 50. 60 by 70 is not bad, but I think I honestly would go with 70 by 80 if I chose this diamond painting. I think that one looks really nice. Special diamonds, I would probably just add glimmer dust to this one. I think some glimmer dust in her dress would look really pretty. Or her, is that wings in the background? I think she does have wings, would look pretty as well. Yeah, she does because she's an angel. Duh. I am still drinking my coffee, you guys. Dark Academia here by Runa Moretti. This one is very cool. I like it. I love the image in the middle with the fancy mirror, vintage mirror, I should say. I would like to see it touched up here. Runa Moretti, the artist name up here, just touched up in the final render, just so that you can read it a little bit better. Let's see, we're looking at an 80 by 80. She recommends 60 by 60, 70 by 70. Let's see, 80 by 80 again. Well, when you go bigger, when you go 80 by 80, the skin tone evens out quite a bit. And again, she will go in and touch some of those areas up. I think she would touch up skin tone. But honestly, if I was to get this image, I think I would go with the biggest one because there's so much detail in here. I'm not sure how much she actually would touch up as well. So I would venture on the size of 80 by 80 just because I want all of these little items to come out as clear as possible. I mean, it doesn't look that much difference at 60 by 60, but that's 20 centimeters on each side to, you know, make it bigger. So yeah, I think I would go with the 80 by 80, especially if I was getting round drills. This one, Glimmer Dust, I think would look cool. I don't know if ABs would look nice in this one. I don't know if metallic would suit it. I mean, there are some areas where you could, like around the mirror, around the clock, in the candle, in the key. but I don't know on the globe, like the compass on the globe, like you could add metallics in here, but I don't know how nice it would look. I kind of like metallics more when it is hand charted, to be honest. But very cool image. This one does have a lot more confetti, being a hybrid rendered kit. But yeah, you can see confetti in the background. It's not all one color. Lots of confetti in the book. All the elements have confetti. So if you are a confetti lover, this image is for you. Next up, we have Celebration by Henry Clive. So this is one of the old Masters type paintings. 80 by 130 is the biggest one here. Lots of beautiful colors in that one. Definitely full of confetti. This one's going to take a while to work up. She recommends 60 by 100, and I agree. I think you can get away with that. Actually, 60 by 100 would be better for the round drill. And then the square drill, 50 by 80. Yeah, 50 by 80, I agree with the square drill. Looks just fine as well. And then remember, she will touch it up a little bit too. I would probably elect to go with squares just because all of this confetti I think would come out better in square. But again, when you click the round rendering, it doesn't look terrible. I just think I would choose square. As far as what specials to add in this one, I think you could get away with both AB and Glimmer Dust. I don't think metallic would look good. Perhaps some crystals in the confetti, but I doubt it. I would lean towards AB and Glimmer myself. I like that image. It's kind of nice. Next up, we have Dizzy Dreams by Eva Gamayun. That one is a cool image. I think it suits the hybrid charting as well. 80 by 80 is what we are looking at right now, and then 50 by 50 is what she recommends. Yeah, I would go with her recommended size. I just noticed some of the colors change as we get bigger. I'd have to look. Yeah, the original artwork has some green in her face too, so that's why there's green in there. I don't really know how much she would touch this one up. If she would, maybe she'd correct some of the colors in the skin, but I really don't know how much she would. 50 by 50, I think you could get away with. I mean, bigger's always better. I might even like the 70 by 70 to be honest. It just allows the colors more room to expand and blend together nicely. But if we go down and we look at these different paintings down here, only one of them is the original. The other three are renderings. And look, they all look fantastic. So I don't think you could go wrong with any of the sizes. Yeah, looking at that, I think maybe I would go with the 50 by 50 because I think it looks fantastic, especially when looked at a bit of a distance. 40 by 40 though, I would avoid. I would not go for 40 by 40. I think that would need a lot of touch-ups to look good. Ooh, Red is My Color. This is by Luma Chai, a Jaded Gem Shop exclusive. Interesting. She looks like somebody very familiar. Red is My Color, if I didn't say the name of it. We're looking at an 80 by 80 and she actually recommends 50 by 50. More pixelations in this one. Honestly, I would go bigger. It's interesting to see the different renderings, how much the skin changes. Like the skin tone in this one is very pixelated over here. Got blending of a different color. Then in here, that's completely gone and it's pink. So yeah, I would hope her skin tone is touched up some. I guess you could get away with 50 by 50, but it just depends how much, for me, she would touch it up. I almost like 70 by 70, to be honest. But here we go. If we look at the renderings down here, you can see that they all do come together. This is the smallest one down here. I would not choose that one. This one, I can't tell which one is the biggest and which one is the smallest. I think probably one of these is the 50 by 50. It's a little more difficult to tell. I would like to see some of the colors corrected in her hat too, just to even it out a little bit. Where's the original? This is the original. Yeah, see, it's more of a pretty solid red color. Whoops. Every time I hit that, where are we? Here we are. I just don't like the confetti in this lighter red color. I don't think it's necessary. So yeah, I would like to see the hat color corrected as well. But very, very nice image. I'm curious how many people are interested in that one. Now we have Goddess of Healing Waters. Now I think this one would look good in pixel charted. Jade has pixel charted some of her other artwork. I think this one is another one that would look good in pixel charting. We're looking at an 80 by 120. She recommends 70 by 105 if you are going to get round drills. If you want square drills, you can go 60 by 90. But yeah, I do think hand charting would suit this image. I would hope that her skin tone is corrected a little bit. Her eyes and her lips and her nose aren't so blurry. But then again, you don't want to correct it too much because if you make the face look hand charted and everything else computer charted, that's probably going to look a little funny. But yeah, I'm interested to see if we see this one in pixel charted in the future. ABs and Glimmer Dust in this one I think would be pretty. Maybe even some glow in the the outline here might look really cool. Yeah, it is kind of glowing in the original artwork, so that would look pretty. I love this artist, Anki Moore. Queen of Ice is this one. Isn't she just beautiful? I love this artist artwork, and I think it translates nicely into diamond painting. This one we're looking at is an 80 by 100. Jade recommends 60 by 75. It definitely pixelates it more. It's just more noticeable. Just looking at the smaller sizes, yeah, I would avoid 40 by 50. I would honestly go with her recommended size. Round drills, I might go up to 70 by 90 to be honest, but if I was getting squares, I think her recommended size is good. I wonder if glimmer dust would look nice in this one. I don't see lots of bright areas where ABs would usually be placed, but maybe some glimmer dust in the snowflakes in the background, would look cool. There's also some little snow drops falling as well. Maybe some of that. You could put some glimmer dust in the diamonds on her shirt here. Some glimmer in her hair as streaks might look pretty as well. Oh boy, we're at the end. That was the last one of this week. So those are all of the paintings that Jade has brought into her shop this week. Let me know which ones are your favorite. I have to say, I think this pixel charted Dragon Cafe is my favorite. I also really like Serpent Lake as a hybrid charted. I think the colors in that one are fantastic. Those are probably my favorite, and then My Angel was also really nice, and I liked it in the hybrid charting as well. So lots to choose from this week. Let me know what your favorites are. Are you purchasing any of them? Are you adding any of them to your wish list? Let me know down below. I don't see a Kurt. Oh yeah, there it is. She has, it says, welcome friends, use code ILOVEJGS for 15% off all products. So there you go. There is also a discount code if you are international and you'd like to take advantage of worldwide free drop shipping. All you have to do is type in worldwide at checkout and you will get free drop shipping. You cannot combine that with another discount offer, so just keep that in mind. Jaded Gem Shop also has a rewards program now, so make sure you are signed into an account when you make your purchase, and then you can accumulate rewards. As you can see, she has it down here, says rewards. I'm not signed in, so it's not going to say anything here. Jaded Gem Shop does her releases every Thursdays. Depending on if she gets her images up by the time I'm ready to film, I try my best to have the video up on Thursday mornings, but if you don't see it, that means it's probably going to come on a Saturday morning. So just keep that in mind. If you turn on notifications for my channel, you'll be notified every time the video does go up regardless. If you're new here and you haven't yet subscribed, I would absolutely love to have you. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free. I also have Patreon set up now. If that's something you are interested in, there's a link in my video description. You can join as a free member to start and then take a look at the paid membership tier. For the month of February, part of the membership fees are going to go back into gift cards for members. We're already at 4 gift cards, 4 $25 gift cards, so that is something to look forward to. With all of that being said, that's it for me for this video. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!